Okay, everybody, welcome to the second episode of Fallout New Vegas. Right, so last time we defeated Pepper Gangers and we're setting out on the road here. So, and say goodbye to Goodsprings. Say it. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Here we are. We didn't crash last time, interestingly enough. See how it goes this time. What do I have? I sold a bunch of crap before I left, so... Caravan shotgun. There's a couple of stuff care. That's an old Bonnie and Clyde thing. They have the museum in Primm, isn't it? With AIDS. It did save me a lot on car insurance. You know, because he's a gecko. I'm sure you do. Hopefully headless guy goes behind our car trail. Oh nice, he killed a rad roach. Good for him. Jalapeno, yay! Jesus. Gander route. Hello.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Primm is off limits.
Says who?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
Going to town or something?
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them. We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Shot and or blown up. Oh. Farm XP if you can get those. Dying. Go dumpster diving? Hostiles up here, I remember that. Yes. Target neutralized. And when you turn your back to me. We capitulated. Daniel Land, how's it going, man? He too is a courier. $100. Okay. Open up your data here. The package at the north edge of the Vegas Strip at a free side agent. The recipient will meet you at the checkpoint, take bits and package, and pay the delivery. The payment to John Nash at the Mozy Express Agency in Primm. Manifest. Size poker chip comes with platinum. All about the platinum chips. The Vicky Advanced Casino.
I don't know what it was brought you to Primm, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Oh, how are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Primm going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
Courier for them.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say. I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me?
Yes, actually.
Oh, so you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the cash.
Oh, really?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
Cancelled, did he?
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around. Asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package. That's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Where did he go?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say.
No, it's not. The man stole my package.
Well, now that you've mentioned it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of them shot me, you know.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
Already then.
Don't go getting yourself shot.
Don't tell me what to do. Where entrance to use to not get your head blown off as soon as you enter. They don't say wrestle. I think there's like a couple in here. What did I just say? This guy coming in with the tire. Medics. Where'd you run off to, boy? Easy, you say? Just click to pass all that. Or the ING like first. Usually button instead of Yes. Give it a shot. Okay, we go. Isn't it though? So crushing me in the door if possible. Good maintenance kit, yeah. X, oh boy. Bunch of dope in here, isn't there? And you can use blood packs for anything in this game, I forget. Remember in Fallout 4 you had to collect the lunch boxes. So I just picked it up out of habit. Pity. If I have anything in my inventory that lets me pick locks. Chugging some sarsaparillas to keep my health up. Also, I'll save before anything fortunate happens. Are you? I have some dynamite, don't I? Oh, like lots of dynamite, yes. Tales of a Junktown vendor, what does that do? Fire increased by 3, okay. Crippled? Will I ever walk again? Now it's time to just swap up some weapons here. This ain't home, pal. Oh, many bottle cups. Oh, green around the gills, though, aren't I? Will pick me up. Another save, so I would have to kill him again.
Hey! Come on!
I was just looking for the bathroom. I do like your cowboy hat. I shall take that. Long fuse dynamite. Alright. And as usual. Let's look at this. Oh, all sorts. Turbo cup, oh boy. There was like a quest where you collect those for some prize or something. Gotcha. That should have killed him. Boy. There he is.
You like that?
Uh-oh.
What the hell is that? Jeez, civilian assault gun. Who's this joker?
I don't know. Spokesman for the NRA, maybe. I don't know.
What? You dumbass.
Had enough?
You take long enough to explode, don't you?
Had enough?
Huh, what is... Unfucking-believable. Are you seeing this? Take my super back just because. They robbed me of all my XP. You just couldn't stay away, could you? I'm just irresistible. Flamer fuel. Take your leather armor just so I can repair my own. And leave you naked. That way your ghost will also be naked. Oh right, that guy I came to rescue and forgot about. I'll be right with you, buddy, don't worry.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb. Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free.
Into being a hostage.
I must say it's been the low point of my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the right moment to pounce and arrest the lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here.
Information, some cons came through with the guy in the checkered suit.
Indeed I do, good sir. And I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close in here. Then I'll defer to your superior appraisal of character and prowess in contests of arms, and see you outside.
I want cocktails go for Queen America, don't they? Stick, my favorite. I don't know how to fix an elevator. What am I? Some elevator specialist?
Hey there.
Well, that was quite an adventure. We taught those convicts a thing or two, didn't we?
Yeah, really.
Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
You're the sheriff now.
Oh, no. I'm just a deputy, and I can't be a deputy without a sheriff. It's called chain of command.
Vocation to be a sheriff.
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
Yeah, sure.
You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
NCRCF, NCRCF, NCRCF. I'm serious. I'm serious. Save often. Crash or something goes sideways or what?
Look at you. Walking in here like you're one of us. Don't you know this is powder ganger territory? This is, or was, the Big House. New California Republic Correctional Facility. Not much correcting went on here, just slave labor. One day, us prisoners decided to liberate ourselves. Killed the warden, killed the guards, took over the whole damn territory. That'll be Eddie. You can usually find him sitting in the warden's old chair up in the main building. Well, I don't know. Depends on if you can make it worth my time. 100 caps sounds right to me. All right, you can go on in. Can't guarantee your safety, though. Just saying. Yeah, whatever.
Got caps, huh? Oh, I got lots of caps.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
The whole time, look at that.
Didn't know anyone would willingly walk into this place. Not unless they were looking for trouble. What's your story?
Who's called?
Some kind of anti-NCR rebel. Some people just don't like being pushed around and told what to do.
Uh-huh.
He went north with some of the other guys. Didn't say where. Didn't say why. All I know is he's got some kind of score to settle with the NCR.
You're still here.
I'm not quite sure the kind of greeting NCR troopers will give an escaped con like myself. Figure it's better to stay put for now. I understand that Cook was behind it all. I kept my head down the whole time. Didn't want any part of it. I stuck around, figuring the NCR would show up and put things back the way they were. No sense in making myself look guilty, right? Watch yourself out there.
Never gets old when something blows up.
Isn't he the one I'm supposed to take? Yeah.
You eyeballing me?
Need to talk about something? I was a sheriff, believe it or not,
Uh-huh.
for a small town far to the west of here. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow, and I helped speed it up one too many times. I'm not sorry for anything I did, but I will do the time. Fair enough trade if you ask me.
How'd you like to be Primm's new sheriff?
Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it had better. I also need to be able to do things my own way. Due process has its place, but sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up right back in prison.
Take the law in your own hands, eh?
When I need to, yes.
Sounds good.
All right then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit. No need for a goodbye party or anything.
I can fast travel there, can't I?
Have you gotten my pardon from the...
Go get your pardon, sir.
There's an NCR camp down there on the southern border of Nevada. Camp Mojave, I think. Try to find someone of authority there.
Oh.
Watch yourself out there.
Mojave? California Sunset Drive-In, where you take your honey. Oh boy. even 25. I will start using energy weapons naturally. Here's skill. Text message? Me? What could it be? 35 tickets to weekly Taylor Swift. Oh boy. Sign me up. Where was I? Sure, why not? Ah, cannibal, isn't that so funny? Apprehension. More skill points every time you advance in level. Which is nice. Yes. Duh. Swing set here. Oh, hello, our first school. Say hi, everybody. Ammunition and a pencil. All we needed. Rest in peace, buddy. What else do I have? Anything more decent for weapons here at close range? Oh, hold still. Look at that, you just like teleported over there. That's bullshit. Melted root beer ice cubes are the best. Holy crap. Fucker snuck right up on me. You see that? He really let the cat out of the bag, didn't he? Oh. Bullshit. Doesn't even hear the gunshots. An insult. I don't know what you guys are chasing, but I'm glad it's not me. These guys are like a separate group, are they? These guys are jackals, these guys are just called convicts, so they're a whole different faction, I guess. What? You just shoot into that hole? Seriously? It's still, Jesus. Computer sounds nice. Force may resort to drastic measures. Everywhere deviled eggs. This is the one they killed for me. Tasty human flesh there for another traveler. I should have done like an evil playthrough and took the cannibal perk. Shout out the deviled eggs. Keyboard repeater is a mean piece of hardware, it looks like.
Aha!
Double tap.
You like that?
What? What was that thing doing in here? Like their pet? I know not. Guns and bullets. dead. Anti-venom and bitter drink. Fair one. Sarsaparilla in the garbage. I'm gonna assume the person in the cell was killed by the little mantises and not the dynamite that I carelessly threw in here. It's easier to hit them without even looking down the sight for some reason. Authority. Like my authority. And his forelegs, why not? Yes, that was her leg I blew up. Cool area to visit, gives that bonus to guns. Monument the NCO put up here. Range data. The better find the spot was on the Range Unification Treaty. There's the Rangers agreed to warp the MCR in exchange for NCO protection of Hoover Dam. Against the Force of Caesar's Legion.
Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
You know it.
Outpost. Mojave Outpost. Watching a lot of nothing feels like a big Brahmin pen for caravans. They've been stopped for a while, waiting for the roads north to clear. Or their clearance papers to go through. Looks like you've walked away, so if you need to shake the dust off, head to the barracks at the bars there. Not much, but better than nothing.
Sounds good.
Watch yourself.
Hey there.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
Hurry.
Just need something for the logbook, keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
All
right then, just sign here, here, and here.
Wow, it's expensive. Oh.
Primm? Hayes units are stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with? One of the powder gangers? They've been nothing but trouble for us. Why would we want one of them anywhere in an official capacity?
Word.
Well, having a sheriff who was a convict is better than no sheriff at all. And if he has the qualifications... All right, hand it over. Help? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news. Sir.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Patrolling the Mojave almost made...
Thanks for getting me that pardon. Me and the boys will take good care of Primm. Don't you worry.
Mission complete?
Watch yourself out there.
Hey. Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face. I almost took you for a raider, I did. Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Why is that?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
Special about them.
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
Hey.
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
You collect the caps as well?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
Oh, where can I find more?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
Who's Festus?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Thanks for the info, pal.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Festivus for the rest of us. Okay, so now we have Primm's new sheriff. That will conclude today's episode. As usual, I'll thank you for watching. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Reddit. And yeah, have an awesome time wherever you are. Bye-bye for now.